guys, welcome to another Chachi Power review. You guys all know I love bootlegs. They're usually Voltron bootlegs, but I wanted to show you guys this, which I had thrown in my room for years, and it was displayed and it got dust all over it. Then I ended up just putting it back in the box, but I pretty much didn't pay any attention to it till recently, basically. So I wanted to show you guys this. When I first picked it up, I assumed it was a bootleg. I didn't know anything about Turbo Ranger. Assumed it was a bootleg because I paid I don't know, 12 bucks for this, and had like Power Ranger guys here, you know, but it was made in Taiwan, and there's no copyrights or anything like that, so it's pretty safe to assume that it's a bootleg. Then recently I ran into a review of the real one, and I realized this is a direct copy of the plastic version that Bandai released. Now it seems like lately a lot of the bootlegs come like blister packed in a card. I don't like that. I like the bootlegs like this one, which is actually, let's go ahead and open this up. This one's actually in styrofoam, which is probably one of my favorite things in this whole world, is when a robot comes packed in styrofoam. I know that a lot of you people feel the same way, but yeah, like I said, this is packed in styrofoam, which makes it a very cool bootleg. We turn this around, you can see exactly how much styrofoam there is, which is very thin in this area, to the point where it didn't even fill right in the mold. But it's styrofoam nonetheless, so big points there. We're going to start by taking this guy out piece by piece. We'll start off with the sword. There you go. It's nicely chromed. Good quality chrome. It's still shiny after all these years. He's got these little gun things here. Also chrome. He's got one more there. Don't need to take that out right now. This is the car piece right here, which I'm going to show you guys in a sec. And he's got these feet, which are very Die Rugger like. Actually kind of looks like the yellow one on the Die Rugger. This one is completely different. It's blue. So you can see those right there. Take a closer look later. This, I believe, is a shield, which is made pretty obvious by the handle there. Now we get to the main part of the figure. Pull this guy out. Very wedged into that styrofoam. There we go. So this is the main figure here. Alright, so now we got basically all the pieces out. So like I said, I was going to show you guys the red car here. Just move these guys out of the way. The chest piece up here is actually part of this car here. So that was a pretty awesome transformation there. Just one step. Not a car. A car. And these are always cars. Get rid of that styrofoam there. Okay, so this guy, according to the box, is a truck. You can kind of see where the truck action's happening. So the windows, well, his wheels obviously, and in the back. Now, I know the transformation on the die-cast version of this is a little better, or I should say a lot better. This is just meant to be simple. This is the truck version. Looks nothing like the truck. I'm going to show you guys what the truck looks like in a second. Okay, the truck is supposed to look like that. So let's compare, shall we? I don't think that looks anything like that, but that has to do with the transformation. Obviously these things go up here somehow to create that, but like I said, this is a simple version. It's not going to do anything. On the box This guy is yellow. So obviously there's a color difference there. This guy is blue and has some racing stripes. So that's a big difference there. Or actually this is back here, this part. Now I see it. Oh, no window detail there, and it doesn't come off. So you're gonna have to use your imagination. The red car, I guess, more closely resembles what's on the box here. Somewhat. Well, yeah, it actually does, just doesn't have the side graphics. I'd like to point out the instructions, which are pretty... I love reading these instructions. Let's see if there's anything weird. Do not bend the arm and foot to the unnecessary direction. So they don't explain which is the unnecessary direction, but here it says inserting into the what? I don't know. Guess they don't need to describe what this is here. Combine the red turbo machine forward section with the rear section. That's pretty self-explanatory. That makes sense. Right here, the turbo cannon and the turbo shield also can be set at the punch hole. Let's see. Ooh, launch the punch by pressing the switch on the arm. Now I've had this for like, I don't know, 15 years, something like that. Maybe less. Who cares? But it says launch the punch by pressing the switch on the arm. I actually never knew that this had rocket punch action. As many times as I've handled it, I totally ignored the red button on the arm. But before we get to that, let's move on a little bit again. This is pretty interesting. It has a high-speed sword as opposed to a slow speed. So yeah, and here's the switch I was talking about. This is a cock complete figure. They emphasize the cock, and just so you guys don't get mistaken, this entire thing is a game. It's not really a robot. It's a game. And up here it says after combination it will change to a powerful turbo robot. So let's change it to a powerful turbo robot. But before we do that, I want to check out the rocket punch on this baby. So move that a little here, and sure enough there is a switch here. So let's attempt to shoot. Yeah, and again. Wow, hugely amazing rocket punch there. Almost ripped through my background. These are the hands, standard you know, old style Bandai fist there. You know, nothing crazy. Make sure they're opposites. Yep. And plug those back in. It's pretty interesting that I never ran across the fact that this shoots ever in my life, and now they don't want to go in. There we go. Alright. So what we're going to do now is combine these pieces with this main piece to basically make a powerful turbo robot like the box says. So let's get started with that. We're going to take the red car here, take that off. I want to leave this for last so it's like a cool transformation thing. This guy goes back here. Get this straightened out. Goes right back here, snaps in easy enough. Put the feet on. The yellow normally goes on this side, but they got the wrong color going on, so that goes there. And it slides in with a tab, as you can see. Slides right in. Almost like die rugger.